moving on, these are the examples. I won't really go in depth. Attachment C talks about conversion factor of units. And here we have actually a video to talk about these conversion factors. So here we have the International System of Units, or SI units, for each unit of measurements. There's a long list such as speed, acceleration, and also force and work also. There's actually a lot that we have to talk about, but we have no time for it. And we also have power. And yes, so while talking about this, so how do this relate to the unit of conversion? We actually need to know the SI units, or how we convert each unit to its SI. So for example, the 60 miles per hour, you have to convert it into seconds. So you have to times 60 miles over 1 hour times 1 hour over 60 minutes, and then 1 minute over 60 seconds, and you have to cancel all those unit of measurement to get the unit that you want. For this case, you want the SI unit, which is seconds. So that's it, actually, for unit of conversion. There's a long list of conversion for each type of measurements, but we will not go through them. And we also talk about the significant figures. Is actually how we write our measurements. And we're back to the presentation again. Moving on to attachment D, or the coordinated universal time, which actually talks about the primary time standard by which the world regulates to using clocks and time, and it's within 1 second of mean solar time at 0 degrees, which is something talking about the sunlight and all those, or the sun actually. And basically this is actually used for time zones also. For example, last time we actually, before the UTC, we have is the GMT. So Greenwich Mean Time is not your local pizza Greenwich, but it's actually the time zone. Talking about time zone. So GMT plus 8 is actually our time, or for UTC standard is UTC plus 0800 or plus 8. So what is this minus and plus mean? So this minus and plus is actually talking about hours behind for minus, and then positive is actually talking about ahead. So for example, for Philippines, we are 8 hours ahead since we're UTC plus 8. So that's how we read the time, the unit measurement of time in universal standards. And here we have another one for date and time and year. For attachment E is actually talking about the ISO 2014 and 3307, which basically talks about how we read, or how we represent time. So basically, for 4 digits, we actually represents the year. So for 2 digits, we represents the month, and 2 digits also represents the day. So and so on and so forth. There's actually a lot of this, but we don't have enough time to go through all of this. And with that, thank you for listening, and this is the end part of the presentation. But do take note that these are unit of conversions, and there are a long list of them, so do look out for more in the future. And with that, thank you.